Hey, look at my stuff. This is a 3x3 puzzle cube, and I have a few of them, and I thought I'd show you my stuff. Let me get rid of this real quick. This is always a problem, because as I'm talking, it bangs against the desk here, so that way you're not hearing a lot of whacking. So this is a 3x3 cube, and like I've told you before, we're learning together. We're also getting a lot of sun. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Sun just came out this morning, and I don't want it to just all of a sudden shine so much that you can't see what I'm showing. This is a GAN cube. Now, what's a GAN cube? Well, most people refer to these, and I'm going to bring it out right now. There's a lot of cubes in here. This is my bag of fun today. And I'm going to, you know what? Hey, let's take a moment and label it. Bag o fun! Exclamation mark. That means we're yelling at you. And in here, so we're going back to why this is called a GAN cube versus a Rubik's Cube. Everybody knows them by Rubik's Cubes. And when I walk around, like I walk around all town with one of these, carrying one of these. When someone sees me with one of these, they go, "Oh, it's a Rubik's Cube." And they say it just like that. But sometimes I'm not carrying a Rubik's Cube, I'm carrying a GAN cube. These are actually just 3x3 puzzle cubes. The reason people call them Rubik's Cube is because of the brand that was so popular. That's what the difference is. Rubik's and GAN. Now the GANs are used more for the like speed competitions. I'm not into that. I will show you that I can do it. We'll wait till the end of the video so that way you don't have to sit here and watch me fiddle with it, because I like to take my time. I'm not going to rush through it. I can solve one, but I thought I'd go through the cubes with you real quick. Now that I brought out, give me just a moment. I didn't prepare, like always. Now that I brought out my first cube, okay, so let's just do this. This one right here is the one that I keep at work. It's just a simple smooth cube. I don't think this would be considered a competition one, even though it's by GAN. I think this is GAN's basic, and I really enjoy it because, one, it's not stickered. I remember as a kid, whenever I got one of these and I was in the room alone, I would peel the stickers off and place them in the right place and go, "Hey, I did it." But you can't do that with this non-sticker. It's all plastic, each one. This one does have stickers, however. Now, I bought this one because it's a really interesting cube. This one I tried before I knew how to do the cube, or to solve the cube. I got this for my son because he was really into Rubik's 3x3 cube during that time. And so I got him this one for fun. And as you can see, it's pretty difficult to solve, seeing as it has a way of changing colors. See how it does that as you turn it? Well, this one is actually solved. It took me a while, but you can see if you hold it at the right angle, each side is actually solved. But if you look at it straight on, it changes. So this one is stickered with, you can hear those color changing, what are those called? The thing where you change it and things move. I got a lot of them in Cracker Jack boxes. They're really cool. It's like, whoa, okay, looks like 3D, but today I don't know what it's called, but you can see that this one is solved if you look at it at an angle. But that one I bought just to throw my son off, and eventually it came back to me, and I'm like, I can solve that. And that was before I knew how to solve. So we have that one. We have the one that I fiddle with at work, and we'll come back to that one to solve it. Let's see if we could get these in here. And we have a few more. Now, I'll just pull these out real quick. This is a basic 3x3 puzzle cube with stickers on it, non-brand. This is the one that you hand out for parties. Here you go, take this home, Billy. You can impress your friends if you can solve it. And that's kind of where we started, me and my son, when we were trying to figure these puzzles out. And so it's a very basic, cheap one. Probably can get it for a couple bucks. This one, you know, Rubik's normal price, but this one was, I think this one was $18. I don't know, but my most expensive one was when I decided to go and get myself a really fun, interesting, competition-worthy GAN cube, and it comes in this cool plastic box. Now this one, the difference between these over here and this one is that this one has magnets inside. As you turn here, you can see there are magnets that can be swapped out based on how smooth you want this to go. If you want it to lock tighter, kind of have the more Rubik's feel, you could put in the heavy magnets and it will feel more like a Rubik's Cube. And if you don't want barely any magnet ishness in there, you can swap it out for the other magnets. The lightest, the least potent, I guess. Here's the magnets right here that can be swapped out. So that's the difference between that and these. Now I did pay, I think, close to, I don't want to say what I paid. You can look it up. It was a little spendy, but I didn't go. It's not $100 if that's what you're thinking, but it is a competition cube. Now I'll go back and say I'm not into the competing. I'm not into doing it quick and trying to compete with others. I just solve these cubes for to relax. So that was another cube that I got. Put that right there. And then I decided, hey, let's try something else. Well, first of all, when we started doing this and when I first figured it out, I was kind of thinking, I want to keep doing this at night while I'm trying to figure this out just before bed. And my wife needs to sleep, so the lights need to be out. So I purchased this one, which has a different feel on each side, so I could continue to solve a cube while in the dark. And it is a little bit more difficult, but kind of fun. Now, I missed this one in the very beginning. I kind of wanted to bring this one out. It's just a basic Rubik's Cube. It just has different colors, and I got this one so I could have fun with a black light. That's all I need to say about that. It did come with a really cool base, though. I'm going to put it like that. Okay, there's that one. Okay, now going back to finally figuring out how to solve these, I decided, I wonder if I could do some different cubes. And so I purchased this one. It is a Rubik's 1x3, and you can change. It's really easy, I'll say that. It's kind of just a pocket cube to take with you, and it is pretty darn easy. So you don't really need to say much about that. I could give this to my youngest son and he can flip it all around and it takes a couple minutes to solve. I think this is just a fun fidget toy. I really think that's a fidget. You know, if they put, like, speaking of fidget toys, I bet if they put one of those spinners on the middle of this, you could spin it too, and it would definitely be a fidget toy. And then I thought to myself, why not go to a 4x4? And so I bought a couple 4x4s. And then I thought, well, that's a 4x4 right there. And then I thought, can I even do better? And so I got a 5x5. And it gets a little bit more fun as you continue up. And that's probably as far as I want to go for now. Because, like I said, I do these to relax. And so with these cubes, each one there's an algorithm to it, is what I discovered. Let me set these here. Now you see me trying to make them all at an angle, a certain way. I like to set them up with the memorable 80s colors that I know, yellow, orange, and blue. Now we don't need to do that, that's just wasting time. But when I'm displaying them, that's what I do. I kind of just put the blue so that it shows the blue, the orange, and the yellow. Okay, so I was surprised to find out that I really learned, with the help of my son, I really learned the Rubik's Cube quite quickly. And I think it's only been a year or two since I first realized, okay, the cube is not as hard as I thought it was to solve. And now I know how to do it. So once you figure out the algorithm, it clicks and you're like, ooh, these are fun. But, you know, COVID makes you kind of stay inside going, what are we going to do? And this was one of the results of COVID between me and my son. And yeah, I enjoy it. Now, I will say, if you came here, I should have said this at the beginning, if you came here to learn how to do a puzzle cube, I'm not going to teach you because it's hard to explain. There are other people online that can explain it so much better. The only thing I'm going to do is show you that I can solve one. That's about it. And I might go, hey, this is how I remember to do it, but I'm not going to, I'm going to screw it up if I try to teach you. So I'm not going to do that. But before I solve a cube for you, I'm going to just let you know the main thing that made me go, hey, maybe I can do this, was to realize that every center piece on each face never moves. That's where it's going to be. So if you're trying to make a side that's all white, well, the middle is where you're going to start, because the middle never changes on any of the cubes. Now, any of the 3x3 cubes, I should say. Now, if you go to kind of a funky cube to put on a stand. Now, if you go to a 4x4, you don't have that middle piece. So this one was a little bit tough to do, but you know, most of the cubes that you do, you just have to think 3x3. You know, first you have to get everything lined up, and then you have to just go by the 3x3 algorithm. This one's a little bit more difficult because it doesn't have that center one. So what you got to do with this one, I think it's even harder than this, is remember where the colors are. Now the colors always stay the same on a cube. You got white on, well, you got white, and then the opposite's going to be yellow. And then you have to go around the cube, green, orange, blue, and red. They're always going to be in those spots. So with this one, you have to put you have to start by making that center all the same color. And I'm not going to do that for you, but that's all I have to say about that. Now this one's easy because now it does have that center one again, and so you just have to create a center piece of 3 by 3, all the same color, and then you just work your way through the algorithm of the 3 by 3. Okay, so yeah, that's my stuff. That's my cool stuff that I'm showing you. Now, let me just show you that I can solve a Rubik's Cube. And no, I don't have any codes or anything. Ugh, let's leave it. I don't have any of the and by the way, I don't remember those algorithm things that is like you have to have a face and then you L, or let's see, this would be R, well, I don't know. I'm not going to even try. There was a code for each whatever turn that you do and how many times, so I'm not going to do that. Now, what I did learn is first you have to start by creating a little flower, and I'm just gonna create it right now and then show you what I mean by a little flower to start. So to start, I do know, you see there's a little like daisy right there. It's got that yellow middle, and then each side has a white piece, and so you created a flower. Now off the side of each petal, I was told there's a color. Each color is supposed to line up with the middle one. So following this petal to the blue, this should be blue, which should be pretty easy. Just line it up with the blue, and then you just take that petal, because that one's complete, and throw it to the bottom, turn it to the bottom. And do the same with the rest of the petals around the flower. This one's already lined up. This petal is already lined up with red. Let's just turn that to the bottom. Turn that petal to the bottom. That one is lined up already. Turn that petal to the bottom. That one probably is lined up. It is. Turn it to the bottom. And now you have a white cross at the bottom. And now the next step that I was taught is to create the whole white bottom piece, which is take these corner pieces that are sitting around and you line them up like, let me give you an example. This is a good example right here. So what we need right here is a white to be with these, and we know that this is blue, so blue has to be here and red has to be here. So we're looking for a corner piece of white, red, and blue to put right here. Okay, and so I found it up here, and what you need to do is line it up with where you're going to put it. And then I'm not going to do the whole algorithm thing, but you just kind of go back and forth until it falls into place, and you see now it has the blue, oops, going the wrong way, and then with the red. And so you just find those corner pieces and just kind of go through the flow of what they call the algorithm until they fall into place. And I'll do that real quick here, speed things up. And okay, and blue, I think it's right there. Okay, and then I should have one more corner to fill. Okay, so I've completed the white side. Once again, I'm not teaching here, I'm just showing you that I can do it. So go to a place where they teach better, because I don't know how to explain what I just did. I really don't, the flippity doos. And so once you complete the bottom, then if you look at each side, you'll have one of those Tetris upside down T's where all the colors match. Right here. And that should be all the way around. So then I was taught after that to go to the pieces on the sides of these Tetris pieces and fill it in with the colors that it corresponds with. So green and orange needs to be in this corner, and they're going to be up here. So let's see if I can, well, they might not be up there. See, don't listen to me. Let's find that green and orange. There it is right there. It's in the wrong place. Let me put, so green and orange, I put it right here. So then I was taught that what you need to do, if you have green and orange, man, it's hard to hold this, green and orange that you're trying to find, and your piece is up here, you put it off to the side and you go through an algorithm, which I'm not going to explain again until it falls into place. See how that's lining up? And then you just kind of go through each corner and do that until you have them all in the right place. And I'll do that speedily as I can. Ooh, it's awfully quiet. Oh, he's concentrating. Look at that. All right, so I got all the corners in corner pieces in place. So what I've done is I've completed the white on the bottom, and then all of these colors should line up nicely right here. And then I was taught that you have to now focus on creating a yellow X. Kind of like we had that white cross on the bottom, and we're going to make a yellow cross here. And there's no real, this is where I usually get confused. I won't today. I actually remembered it, but usually I don't know how to explain it. I'm not going to go through the algorithm. I'm just going to make that for you. Oops, whoops. And what am I doing? I'm screwing it up again. Where'd it go? What'd I do? Give me just a minute. Don't. Nope. Don't. Okay. See, that's where I always get confused with this cross thing, because I want to do a different algorithm, and I'm always doing the opposite of what I should. Everything else is pretty simple to me. I mean, to me, not to you. So don't. There I go. Okay, give me just a moment here. Let me think. Okay. So if I do that, oh, okay, that's right. No, that's wrong. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, I see what I did. No, I didn't. I don't see what I did. This and this. So I go, oh, yeah. See, I have to think about it. I have to think about it for a while. So I don't know why I get so screwed up with that. And I think it's because I'm trying to do all the other algorithms except for the one that I should be doing to create the yellow cross. So now I should have all of what I said before, which is correct. White, these colors match, and then now I have a yellow cross. And then the next step I was taught to do is to line up this color from one of these cross edges with the colors here, and that they should all match. We only have 2 here. Now, now this is where it starts getting confusing, because you should only have 1 color matching up to start. And so you gotta jumble it up a little bit. To make sure that you can only have 1 color. And here we have 1 color lining up with the rest of these. Don't worry about these corner pieces, but all that color is going to line up here. I feel like I'm teaching, but I'm just trying to prove that I can do one. And so the rest don't line up. So then what my job is to make sure that the rest of the colors line up. And so I just kind of face that towards me, go through some algorithms until they line up. And here we go. Orange, blue, red, and green. And we still have our yellow cross. And then we need to get these corner pieces lined up with their correct colors. And you know what? They all lined up today. I don't even need to go through that algorithm to get them in their place. They actually all lined up. Because you can see here, we're going to need, for this corner piece, yellow, red, and blue. Well, yellow, red, and blue are here. It doesn't matter that they're in the, it's incorrect. But they're all in the right place. It doesn't matter that it's not matching up, because now I'm just going to go through an algorithm which is going to look like I'm jumbling everything up. Everybody, when they're watching me try to solve one of these, they go, oh, you're screwing it up. It looks like it until the very end. So I'm just going to do this until every piece falls into place. I hear somebody, but that's a complete cube. Okay, one of these. There's a big red right there. So yeah, thanks for looking at my stuff. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and see you later, Gator.